This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. Well, Meg the Stallion wants to make a comeback all of a sudden, all right? She's been embarrassed by Klay, or she needed a narrative for her album. They actually just broke up. They probably just broke up normally, right? Like they felt like it wasn't for each of them, and they probably just broke up naturally. But she says, he cheated on me. He cheated on me, because she needs a narrative for her album. Motion Party Remix. Bossman D-Lo with Meg the Stallion. Okay. I guess this just dropped last night. Now, in the song, she states that she doesn't tolerate cheating. Well, who does? Ain't going through no phones. That's stupid. If I catch a guy cheating on me, it's deuces. Strict over here. I'm a rich girl. Well, he's a rich guy. He's richer than you. Thought he did his big one till he met the biggest. Shut up. I'm sick of Meg the Stallion, man. I think we all should be sick of Meg the Stallion. She's like, she wasn't a plant in the beginning, but she is now, okay? Somebody is her fertilizer, okay? In keeping her going, because this would have been done a while ago, to be honest with you. Young M.A. speaks on her 34th birthday photos in a black dress. People want me in a dress so bad, it's going to take more than AI pics for me to change. So this was AI. Let it be what she wants, right? Let it be what she wants. She just did it. She's doing a lot. Someone's funding her right now because, yeah, you could say, well, she has her own money. Trust me, I'm telling you, someone's funding Young M.A. right now because I see. Let's see. Oh, she has an album out. It just dropped last night. But somebody's funding this right now. Let's see. MA Music 3D. So whoever owns 3D. Because I can see that she has a PR person and they're putting her on a lot of stuff, which is good. You're supposed to have some funding, but she disappeared for years. What I must say is that she still has a bigger monthly listener base than most people. It's almost 5 million. I mean, that's good. For not doing anything for years, really? That's good. And we know Young M.A. has her own money and everything. She never gets on festivals, though, or anything. It's like, that's the weird part. Nobody ever adds her to festivals or big tours, So, Lil Baby kept his word. He told this girl that he would pay her tuition if she graduated from Spelman, and she did, and Lil Baby paid the loan off. So that's positive, some positive news right there. Clarissa Shields looks crazy. She says she's going to wash off this makeup. You know what? Clarissa Shields is off the ball. She's a boxer. She's doing too much other stuff. She's not focusing on boxing anymore. When's the last time you saw her training? Never. Okay? She's focused on telling people she's pretty. She's trying to convince the world she's pretty, that she's got a man. She's not taking some married guy and making her man. She's in Aruba. She needs to focus on boxing. How about that? Christian Rock's trying to show that she's... I feel so bad for this kid. People hate on the kid. It's a kid. It's not the kid's fault that he didn't get a fighting chance. Christian Rock is going to pay. Like, she's going to... Just living with us every day is going to be her... She made her bed. She's got to lay in it. You know what she did, So her son has... I don't know what it is, but... I've seen this before. I've seen women have kids, and the kid can't really walk and stuff. And, it's just sad, I mean, I'll tell you this one little quick story. I remember I dated this girl a long time ago, like in my early 20s. And I remember she had a kid. Like, I didn't know she had a kid, but she had a fresh kid. I'm at her house, right? Kid's like 6 months to maybe a year or two old. Let's say a year or two old, probably 2 years. And I was like, oh, the kid was just like kind of like on the couch and kept falling over. I was like, oh, your kid doesn't like crawl or anything yet? And she's like, no, not yet. And I was like, I think there's something. I was young. I said, I think there's something wrong with your kid. She get him checked out. She kicked me out of the place. In 2 seconds, it turned out the kid, and not to laugh, the kid did end up having some type of bone disease. You know, I was right. You know, but I felt so. You know, I feel bad for kids, man. Because, you know, you don't choose your parents, right? Jim Jones trying to make a comeback, filming a video with Fetty Wap. It's going to take more than this, bro. You already changed people's perspective on you. He was on a good run at 2019. I was starting to really, like, believe in that he's the only rapper from Dipset really putting out quality work. And then he goes and just goes on tangents and uses beefs that don't even exist, making up beefs to promote things and everything. And then he became a podcaster. He became a studio engineer. You know, then he became a weed specialist. You know, like he doesn't know who he is. Jim Jones is just a random hustler with no focus. And he keeps talking about Cameron. Oh, Cameron ruined the verses. No, you did. How about that? How about you take some blame? He's always pointing the finger at other people. Koch made me sign a deal where I don't own my masters. You signed the deal. You had a bad lawyer. Or you were too thirsty. Koch would have given you a deal no matter what. Tasha K inks partnership deal with Wendy Williams, radio and TV syndicator Oceanic Trade Winds. Really? With all the that's shocking because she puts out a lot of information that's not checked out, and Cardi B took her to court for this, you know, and she lost. And now she's talking about Mayweather and making up things about Mayweather that, you know, TMZ would have that information first about him going to pawn shops and all this stuff. And it's like, listen, it's a shocking thing that what Mayweather's going through, but she's like, oh, and his daughter now has to go work at Starbucks. I was like, geez, okay, that's taking it to another level, bro. Like, she goes too far sometimes. Like, just report how tragic it is how Mayweather blew through his money and trusted the wrong people. Because it is tragic. Mayweather worked hard for his money. It's not like it just fell in his lap, you know? He worked hard for his money. He might be annoying. Cardi B's annoying, but she works hard for her money, you know? This guy, Omi a Hellcat. So he's been home for a while. He said he came home to... How much money did he say he came home to? 80 million or something like that? Or 8 million? I don't know. Then he says, my kids have $100 million scholarship. Or trust fund. Sorry, trust. Waiting for them when they turn 35. Cap. The government wouldn't allow... They would have undid... It says you can't undo stuff, but if it's done, if they can prove that it was done with ill-gotten funds, it would have been undone. You can't just hide money. Like, it's the government. They can. If they can prove that those funds were done with crime, it's just a bunch of cap. Now, listen, the guy is a confident liar sometimes. Like, I'm not saying he's all lies, right? He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something, all right? And what was the other thing he told up there? Everyone's always doing something to him. I can't keep up with this guy. Every year, somebody's doing something to him. But, you know, Say Cheese, and I like Sean Cotton and all that, but I'm just saying they really push this guy. I don't know what it is. They really push this guy, and they push his story. That's how I'm seeing it on my timeline. Oh, yeah, he said, I paid $1 million for Verizon to run Fios through the city of Philly. No, you didn't. That stuff is, like, beyond just paying somebody to run some wires. There's so many contracts that go into laying Fios cable and contracts that are in place. They can't just be like, you know what? He did pay us $1 million. We'll run it through the city. People own those routes for the wires. Like, you don't just get to lay wire. It's not just a money play. It's way deeper than that, man. You got to get contracts, permits, so much stuff. Dean the Great released from jail, $2,500 bail. Okay. Adrian Broner freed free cuz. Okay, he came home to Selena Powell. But what I don't get, I just don't understand. Did I not put that up? Adrian Broner's going to fight again in November. How is he going to get back in fighting shape? Like, let's be real. Like, listen. He's a streamer now, okay? I just don't see him boxing again. Do you? He does. Okay, I don't have the thing. I'll put it on the next one. He has a fight coming up, right? Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me put it on the screen. It says T-Mobile Arena live with Sufa Boxing middleweight bout. Adrian Broner versus Chris Eubank Jr. Now, they could be doing this because he has a lot of attention on him now, and he can sell seats, right? Maybe that's it. But this guy's a mess, bro. He has a lot to like. I'm rooting for him, right? I don't want to see anybody go down, but everybody's a streamer now, you know? Like, how long is, like, he's going to get back to being a boxer. Broner, last fight. When was his last fight? He's 36 now. He's back into boxing. He's with Al Heyman again, which Al Heyman is, and Mayweather are going through it, right? Because he said he accused Al Heyman of taking money out of this Showtime deal. When was his last fight? June 7th, 2024. He faced Blair Combs in a 10-round welterweight round. Broner lost the fight. Unanimous decision. I think that's when he thought he was going to come back with, what's his name? Adrian Broner and infamous boxing promoter. This is the guy who used to do Tyson. Don King. He signed a promotional contract with Don King in March 2023. Well, nothing happened from that. Anyways, we'll see. I hope everything goes well. Then we got Allstar JR has officially been charged for shooting NBA Ben 10. Now faces aggravated assault charge, causing traumatic brain or spine injury. They say he's facing 100 years now. 100 years? But they came in and attacked him. I just don't get it. I just don't get it, bro. But hey. Anyways. Oh, yeah, and Rick Ross. Let's play this real quick. This is funny. 100K. Or sit with the boss in a car for an hour. Definitely 100K. Right? Definitely 100K. What would you take? Would you ride around in a Chevy with Rick Ross for an hour and he can teach you nothing but how to order a 10-piece of wings from Wingstop? Or would you take 100K? Because Rick Ross ain't teaching you nothing, man. Let's be real. Where is it? Here it is.
Would you rather have 100,000 cash in your pocket or get to ride in the 57 Bel Air with Ricky Rose for an hour? 100 cash in your pocket or ride in the 57 Bel Air for 1 hour? Ask yourself.
Someone said 100K. Only one guy said, I'll take that ride, boss. Once in a lifetime. This guy must be attracted to him. He just wants to get next to him. Someone said, I'll take $5 over that. Someone said, I ain't riding with no cop. I'm sick of this guy, man. He's funny and everything, but I'm tired of his lies, bro. He called the guy he named himself after a crackhead. Like, this guy has no boundaries, bro. He's just crossed Drake. Drake helped him, made him millions of dollars. He ain't make Drake nothing. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Smash that like button for me. Peace.